Okay, good evening, everyone. Students, are you ready for the test? Can we start it at 5:20? Yes. So please be honest when you are writing this test. Okay, in the test when it is totally for you. No one is going to ask you what is your marks, how you did it. Okay, ஏன் இவ்ளோ கம்மி மார்க்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு, nothing will be asked because this is just to understand how you are utilizing these classes. Okay, class நடத்தும் போதும் நிறைய பேர் படிச்சு முடிச்சிருவாங்க, சில பேருக்கு ரிவிஷன் பண்ணாதான் வந்து எல்லாமே ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். சோ உங்க கிளாஸ்ல நீங்க எங்க இருக்கீங்க, இல்ல ஓவரால் நீட் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்ல நீங்க எங்க இருக்கீங்க? Okay, so these class tests will actually help you to understand that. And please be honest when you are writing this test. Please don't refer internet. Please don't refer your class notes or NCERT book. Okay, whatever you know, whatever you have read, you just try to attend the questions. Sariya, I'll be dictating the questions. For few questions, there will be options. For few questions, there won't be option. Direct fact-based questions are irukna. நான் வந்து options கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். It is like fill in the blanks. But for confusing questions, I'll give you options. சரியா? Ajishma, Monica, and Victoria, can you hear me? What about Ajishma and Victoria? Ajishma and Victoria. I'm sorry, I sent message only to Hariharan. Are they in waiting room? Few students are there in waiting room. Okay, just a minute, students. Once everyone join, I will give the instruction, okay, to how to attend this test. So first testங்கிறதுனால கொஞ்சம் half-hazard தான் இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் difficult-ஆ இருக்கும், but this will happen again and again in our class. சரியா? கொஞ்சம் particular amount of concept cover பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் கண்டிப்பா இந்த மாதிரி 15 minutes test, 20 minutes test நம்ம கிளாஸ்ல நடந்துட்டே தான் இருக்கும். Get used to it. சரியா? Yes, Ajishma, Monica, Monisha, and Victoria, they're not even using the audio. Okay, fine. So listen, students, I'll be dictating the questions. I'll be giving you the answers for few questions. For few questions, it will be like fill in the blanks. You have to give the answer, and you have to write the answers in your own note. Okay, உங்களோட நோட்லயே எழுதுங்க. Chat boxல சொல்லணும்னு அவசியம் இல்ல. Just write it down. Write only the answers. Options எழுதாதீங்க, answers எழுதுங்க. And then at the end, we will discuss the correct answers. Okay, ready everyone? Can we proceed? Yes. So here comes your first question. Your first question is, phylogenetic classification systems are based on dash relationships. Phylogenetic classification system are based on dash relationships. You just write it on your note, no need of telling it in the chat box. Your second question. Which kingdom was created newly by R.H. Whittaker? Compared to the four kingdom classification, which kingdom was created newly by R.H. Whittaker? Okay, if you couldn't get the question, if you want me to repeat, please ask it, no problem. Okay, again I repeat question number 2. Compared to four kingdom classification, R.H. Whittaker created a new kingdom called dash. அதாவது R.H. Whittaker வந்து புதுசா ஒரு கிங்டம் கொண்டு வந்தாரு. அந்த கிங்டம் என்ன கிங்டம்னு கேக்குறேன் நான். சரியா? Compared to four kingdom classification, which kingdom was created newly by R.H. Whittaker? Question number 3. Question number 3. In which kingdom the cell wall is present but it is not made up of cellulose? In which kingdom the cell wall is present but it is not made up of cellulose? I repeat the question. In which kingdom cell wall is present but it is not made up of cellulose? Question number 4. Which kingdom is comprised of unicellular eukaryotes? Which kingdom is comprised of unicellular eukaryotes? Okay, your fourth question was, which kingdom is comprised of unicellular eukaryotes? Question number 5. The rod-shaped bacterium is known as dash. The rod-shaped bacterium is known as dash. I repeat question number 5. The rod-shaped bacterium is known as dash, is named as dash. Your sixth question, question number 6. Which bacterium is seen abundantly in cattle yards? Which bacterium is seen abundantly in cattle yards? I repeat question number 6. Which bacterium is present abundantly in cattle yards? Question number 7. The specialized cells in cyanobacteria that can fix atmospheric nitrogen is known as dash. The specialized cells in cyanobacteria which can fix atmospheric nitrogen is called dash. I repeat question number 7 again. The specialized cells in cyanobacteria which can fix atmospheric nitrogen is called as dash. Question number 8. Question number 8. Which type of reproduction in Monera mimics the sexual reproduction? Which type of reproduction in Monera mimics the sexual reproduction? I repeat question number 8. Which type of reproduction in Monera mimics the sexual reproduction? Question number 9. Which one of the following which one of the following nutrients is not recycled by chemosynthetic autotrophs? I repeat the question. This is your question number 9. Okay. Which of the following minerals are not recycled by chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria? Your options are nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, magnesium. I repeat the question. Question number 9. Which of the following mineral nutrient is not recycled by chemosynthetic autotrophs? Your options are nitrogen, phosphate, sulfur, magnesium. Question number 10. Name the causative organism of typhoid. Name the causative organism of typhoid. Your 10th question. Name the causative organism of typhoid. Okay. Question number 11. Question number 11. The transverse flagella in dinoflagellates will help in dash type of movement. The transverse flagellum in dinoflagellates will help in dash type of movement. Okay, I repeat 10th question again. 10th question solren. Name the causative organism of typhoid. Other than 10th question. 11th question வந்து 11th question வந்து the transverse. No, there is no option for 11th question. Okay, the transverse flagellum in the dinoflagellates will help in dash type of movement. I want you to remember the diagram. Diagram which I almost explained it 3 to 4 times. Yes. Your 12th question. Dash protein, okay? Dash protein makes the euglenoids body very flexible. Dash protein makes the body of euglenoid very flexible. Okay, dash protein makes the body of the euglenoid very flexible. Yes. So 12 questions. That's it. If you have any doubts, if you want me to repeat any questions, you can ask me now. No need of repeating any questions. Question number 3. Yes, Raghuram. Question number 3 வந்து in which kingdom possess cell wall but does not has cellulose in it? Okay. Which kingdom shows? One second. Yes. Which kingdom shows cell wall but it's not made up of cellulose? Other than third question. And then question number 9. Okay, question number 9 வந்து which of the following nutrients is not recycled by chemosynthetic autotroph? Your options are nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfate, and manganese. Sorry, magnesium. Okay. And question number 1 to 4. Question number 1 is phylogenetic classification system is based on dash relationships. Second question, compared to four kingdom classification, which kingdom was newly created by R.H. Whitaker? And your third question is, which kingdom possesses cell wall but it is not made up of cellulose? And your fourth question is, dash kingdom comprises of unicellular eukaryotes. Done? Can we check the answers, everyone? Can we check the answers? Yes. So for the first question, the phylogeny classification system is based on, now you can give me the answers. Sariya? Or question padichina answer solumbodhu, you can also give the answer. The phylogeny classification system is based on dash relationship. It is based on evolutionary relationship. Good. Many of you answered it correct. Very good. Second question, compared to four kingdom classification, which kingdom was newly created by R.H. Whitaker? So four kingdom classification la Monera, Protista, Plantae, Animalia irundhuchu. So five kingdom classification la or fungi ku or thani kingdom start pannaru. Okay, so fungi is right answer. I guess Sanjay, Karthikeyan, Sai Janani and Hariharan got it right. Okay. Which kingdom ne keta Alphia? I didn't ask. Yes, which was it? It's correct. Third question. The third question. Which kingdom shows cell wall but it is not made up of cellulose? Idhula vandu pathingana Monera varum. Okay, Muniraavum varum, fungaium varum. So rendathula neenga edha ezhudhirundhalum you can take marks. Okay, rendume ezhudhirundinga it's very good. Edavadhu onnu ezhudhirundingalum it is correct only. But you have to understand that in this two kingdom there is cell wall, but it is not made up of cellulose. Fourth question, which kingdom comprises of unicellular eukaryotes? They are Protista. Okay, Protista da vandu unicellular eukaryotes. Yes, again many of you are answering it correct. Very good. Nice. Fifth question. What was the fifth question? Yes, rod shaped bacterium are also known as dash. Good. It is known as bacilli or bacillus. Either irundhalum it is correct. Okay. Then question number 6. Which bacterium is seen abundantly in cattle yards? Which which bacteria is seen abundantly in cattle yards? Yes, it is methanogens. Of course, Archaebacteria dhaan, but you have to be more specific. Sharia, it is methanogens. Good. Question number 7. The specialized cells in cyanobacteria which can fix atmospheric nitrogen is very good. It is heterocyst. Good, very good. Question number 8. Which type of reproduction in Monera mimics the sexual reproduction? Very good. Hari Manjunath, Sanjay, Muthuselvi, Saranya. Okay. Taufik and Vishwajit, can you please explain your answer? What is apomixis? Can you explain your answer? From where you got this term? Yes, it is conjugation, correct. But my question is to Taufik and Vishwajit. From which context you got this word apomixis? Where you studied about apomixis? Yes, Taufik and Vishwajit, please your answers. From where you studied about apomixis? It is from significance of producing hybrid seeds. Okay. Where you studied it? Both of you please answer my question. Where you studied apomixis? This is why in the beginning of the test session itself, I warned you not to get help from internet, not to refer the book, not to refer the notes. Definitely now உங்களுக்கு சொல்லி தரல இப்போ வரைக்கும் I haven't taught you about apomixis. Okay, and I am asking all the questions from whatever I have asked or I have taught you. Leah, and this is all about bacteria. Bacteria la dhaan keten, na Monera dhaan keten. So Monera la apomixis varuma? That is what your teacher taught you. It is a form of asexual reproduction. Yes, that is what your zoology teacher taught you. Okay, will it come under the reproduction of bacteria? Question number 9. Which of the following nutrient is not recycled by chemosynthetic autotrophs? Yes, very good. It is magnesium. So iron vandirundadna it will be right, but here magnesium kuttadnala it was the wrong one. 10th question. Dash is the causative organism for typhoid. Yes, very good, Anushree. It is Salmonella typhi. Good. Hariharan Muthuselvi. It is Salmonella Typhi. Good. Question number 11. The transverse flagellum in the dinoflagellate will help in which type of movement? If you are answering this correctly, then it means you are listening to the class really well. So, Sai Janani, Vivita Anil, Akshaya Dayanidhi, Harini, Alfia, Muthuselvi, Kezia, Saranya, Vishwajit, Sanjay Karthikeyan. Very good. Okay, so at least you guys proved that you're listening to the class. Good. It leads to rotational movement. Okay, rotational movement or spinning movement. Eppadi ezhudhirundhalum it's correct. And last question. What was the last question? Yes, which protein makes the euglenoid's body very flexible? Good. So it is easy question, right? Pellicle. So tell me your scores. Out of 12, how much you got? You can send your marks in private. You can send it in private. Okay. So far 11 out of 12, 8. Then 11, 10, 9. So far I didn't receive marks less than 8. Correct only, Sai Janani. Correct that. Okay. So far I didn't see marks below 8. Okay, I got 1 mark below 8. No problem. Apomixis is wrong, Vishwajit. அது கரெக்டா இருந்ததுன்னா நான் இங்க ஆப்ஷன்ல கொடுத்திருப்பேன். If you really know about apomixis, then you yourself will know it won't come. For bacteria, it won't come at all. Yes, Taufik. Okay, so students, in this test, if you would have scored more than 9 and above, okay, 9 and above irukuduna, it's good. You are in a right track. You are going in a right path. If you are below 9, then it means you have to focus more in listening to the class. Okay, நான் உங்களை தனியா ரிவைஸ் பண்ணுங்க, ஹோம்ஒர்க் ஒழுங்கா பண்ணுங்க, வீட்ல உட்காந்து படிங்க அப்படியெல்லாம் எதுவுமே நான் இது வரைக்கும் இன்சிஸ்ட் பண்ணல. கிளாஸ் நீங்க ஒழுங்கா கவனிச்சீங்கனாலே இந்த क्वेश्चंस எல்லாத்துக்கும் உங்களால ஆன்சர் பண்ணியிருக்க முடியும். Okay, so please focus on listening to the class. Listen the class, take the class notes, and when I am asking you to revise for class test like this sudden surprise test ku revise panna sollumbodhu, please take your class notes and then revise. Okay, நான் கொடுக்கிற 10 minutesல உங்களால நிறைய book பார்த்து revise பண்ண முடியாது. So please prepare your own notes. Okay, உங்களோட notes நல்லா பெஸ்டா prepare பண்ணி வச்சிட்டு go through it, revise it, and then give your best in this class test. This class test will help you a lot. Okay, பின்னாடி burden மாதிரி இருக்காது. ரொம்ப குட்டி குட்டி கான்செப்ட்ஸ் படிச்ச உடனே டெஸ்ட் எழுதுறதுனால you will feel very less burden when you are preparing for week test or cumulative test anything. Got it? So please take this class test seriously. Okay, so smaller drops makes the ocean. அதே மாதிரி தான் இது this everyday class test or அப்பப்போ நடக்கிற இந்த sudden test, surprise test எல்லாமே வந்து it will tell you whether you are going in a right track or not. It's very similar to the self evaluation. நீங்க எந்த ரேஞ்ச்ல இருக்கீங்க, நீட்ல என்ன நீட் காம்படிஷன்ல எந்த அளவுக்கு ஓடிட்டு இருக்கீங்கங்கறத தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு மட்டும் தான் இந்த டெஸ்ட். Okay, this mark is not going to be stable. Okay, கம்மியா மார்க்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறவங்க நீங்க எப்பவுமே கம்மியா எடுக்க போறது இல்ல, ஜாஸ்தியா எடுத்துக்கிறவங்களும் நீங்க எப்பவுமே ஜாஸ்தியா எடுக்க போறது இல்ல. When you can make it stable, when you are preparing it in a stable way. சரியா? Clear students? So hereafter, this is our first test, I believe, right? Class test la idana first test நம்ம எழுதுறது. No, second. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is how first test la evlo 12 questions எழுதணும்ல from living world. From living world also we wrote 12 questions. Yes, correct. Okay, so இந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். Living world la chapter முடிச்சிட்டு டெஸ்ட் வச்சதுக்கான main reason it was smaller chapter. But biological classification அப்படி கிடையாது. It is little bit larger chapter, plus there is more to remember in biological classification. அதனால தான் இப்போ euglenoids வரைக்கும் நம்ம முடிச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அத ஒரு டெஸ்ட் எழுத வச்சேன். Now we will continue with the class. Okay, and once this chapter is over we will write one more test. Okay, so any doubts in this 10 questions? In this 12 questions, any doubts? So if possible class test க்கு கூட நீங்க தனியா ஒரு சின்ன நோட் போட்டுக்கலாம். class test எழுதுறது நான் சொல்ற questions fast note down பண்ணிட்டு ஆன்சர் எழுதலாம். because anyhow I'm going to repeat the questions 3 or 4 times. So on the time you can fast up and you can write down the question also. Test க்கு முன்னாடி you can revise these questions and you can go for the test. Actual weekly test or cumulative test. சரியா? So in last class we stopped in euglenoids. Today now we are going to continue it. Ma'am, that 8th question answer alone, repeat the answer with explanation. Okay, 8th question. What was the 8th question? Conjugation question. So conjugation la I have already told you. Class நடத்தும்போது explain பண்ணதுதான். I don't know where you missed. So see here, conjugation actually mimics the sexual reproduction in bacteria. Bacteria will never show sexual reproduction at all, but conjugation la வந்து ரெண்டு செல் attach ஆகி ஒரு genetic material transfer ஆகுதுங்கிறதுனால we consider it little bit. Okay, அதோட process பாத்தீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் அது sexual reproduction மாதிரி இருக்கிறதுனால we just tell it as it mimics the sexual reproduction, but it is actually asexual reproduction. Fine. Yes, so let us start with the slime molds. So நம்ம வந்து second kingdomல இருக்கோம். Second kingdom is Protista. In the Protista க்கு கீழ we have trichophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds and protozoans. Okay, இதுல நம்ம euglenoids வரைக்கும் படிச்சாச்சு. Now we are going to study about slime molds. So slime molds are saprophytic in nature. Okay, they are totally saprophytic in nature, which means they cannot synthesize their own food. Okay, அதால அதோட own food அதால prepare பண்ண முடியாது because they are not autotrophic in nature. It can take food from some other material. So the body moves along the decaying matter. So saprophyte na என்னன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, saprophytic means it will feed on dead and decaying matter. Okay, it will feed on dead and decaying matter. So அப்படி dead and decaying matter தான் நான் இங்க காமிச்சிருக்கேன். இந்த bark இல்ல ஒரு wood இல்ல கீழ உதிர்ந்த இலை இதெல்லாம் வந்து it is dead and decaying matter. So இது மேல தான் இந்த slime molds grow ஆகும் and அதோட body பாத்தீங்கன்னா it will start moving along the decaying matter. So decaying matterல கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா அது spread ஆகிறது நம்மளால பார்க்க முடியும். சரியா? So this spreading of slime molds, that spread is known as plasmodium. சரியா? இந்த slime moldsம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம Protistaக்கு கீழ படிக்கிறோம். Protistaனா என்னது? They all are unicellular eukaryotic organisms. So இது எல்லாமே single cell organism தான், but இது group இருக்கும். ஓகே, குரூப்பா இருக்கும். குரூப்பா இருந்து ஒரு நெட்வொர்க் லைக் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். So this network like spread over the dead and decaying matter is known as plasmodium. So இந்த plasmodium வந்து favorable conditionsல இருக்கும்போது it will go for binary fission, normal cell division போயிட்டு it will reproduce. இதுவே unfavorable conditionsல இருக்குதுன்னா then it will differentiate into fruiting bodies. அதாவது நம்ம spore production படிச்சோம் இல்லையா, in Monera we studied spore production, right? அதே மாதிரி ஸ்லைம் மோல்ஸ்லயும் வந்து ஸ்போர் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் நடக்கும். பட் அந்த ஸ்போர் வந்து இட் வில் கெட் என்கேப்சுலேட்டட் இன்சைட் அ சாக் லைக் ஆர்கன் கால்ட் ஃப்ரூட்டிங் பாடிஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இமேஜ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இமேஜ்ல இந்த எல்லோ கலர் பாலா இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே வந்து ஃப்ரூட்டிங் பாடிஸ். அதுக்குள்ளார நிறைய ஸ்போர்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ அன்ஃபேவரபிள் கண்டிஷன்ல, அன்ஃபேவரபிள் கண்டிஷன்னா என்ன, இந்த இடத்துல கண்டிஷன் ஃபேவரபிளா இல்ல, அதால ஃபர்தரா வந்து க்ரோ ஆக முடியாது. அப்ப அது என்ன பண்ணணும், இங்கே இருந்துச்சுன்னா இட் வில் டை, அல்டிமேட்லி இட் வில் டை. ஏன்னா அன்ஃபேவரபிள் கண்டிஷன்ஸ்ல அதால ரொம்ப நேரம் சர்வைவ் பண்ண முடியாது. அப்போ அது என்ன டெசிஷன் எடுக்கும்னா இட் ஹேஸ் டு சேவ் இட்ஸ் ஸ்பீஷிஸ். ஓகே, அதனால என்ன பண்ணும், it will protect its genetic material inside a very small cell called spore and it will again encapsulate it inside the sac like structure called fruiting bodies. சரியா, இந்த fruiting bodies குள்ளார இந்த spores இருக்கும். இப்போ இந்த fruiting body வந்து burst out ஆகிறதுனால உள்ளார இருக்கிற spores will be released in the atmosphere and it will be taken by the air to some other place. So வேற ஒரு பிளேஸ் அதுக்கு ஃபேவரபிளா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, ஓகே, வேற ஒரு பிளேஸ் அதுக்கு ஃபேவரபிள் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் காமிச்சதுன்னா there it will again grow into a slime mold. ஏன் அது வந்து ஸ்போரா மாறணும், ஒரு அன்ஃபேவரபிள் கண்டிஷன் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா ஏன் அது ஸ்போரா மாறணும்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா the spores are very very resistant to adverse conditions. ஓகே, சோ அத சுத்தி ஸ்போர்ஸ் சுத்தி ஒரு ப்ரொடெக்டிவ் லேயர் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். அந்த ப்ரொடெக்டிவ் லேயர் வந்து என்ன மாதிரியான அட்வர்ஸ் கண்டிஷன் இருந்தாலும் அதுல இருந்து இந்த ஆர்கானிசம் ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணும். So that is why it is forming spores and these spores will get dispersed by air and then it will reach the favorable condition where it can grow again. Fine. இப்போ இந்த ஃப்ரூட்டிங் பாடி ஃபார்மேஷன் அப்படிங்கறது பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதே மாதிரி சாப்ரோஃபைட்டிக் நேச்சர், இந்த ரெண்டு நேச்சருமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is a characteristic feature of fungi. சரியா, ஃபங்கை தான் சாப்ரோஃபைட்டிக்கா இருக்கும். all the fungi are saprophytic in nature. it can feed only on dead and decaying matter. அதே மாதிரி all the fungi will produce fruiting bodies. okay, so slime molds கொஞ்சம் ஃபங்கையோட கேரக்டர்ஸ் காமிக்கிறதுனால தான் நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்டே படிச்சோம் protists will act like link for plants, fungi and animals. So which category of protista is known as primitive relative of plants, which is known as the primitive relatives of plants? In last class we studied. Yes, very good Saranya. Euglenoids are known as the primitive relatives of plants. ஏன், ஏன்னா யூக்ளினாய்ட்ஸ்ல ஹையர் பிளான்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரியான பிக்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. அதனால நம்ம யூக்ளினாய்ட்ஸை வந்து primitive relatives of plants னு சொல்றோம். Slime molds are primitive relatives of fungi. ஏன்னா slime molds வந்து saprophytica இருக்கு, which is a characteristic feature of fungi and it is also producing fruiting bodies. That is also a characteristic feature of fungi. சரியா, so with this we are completing slime molds and let me end this session. We will continue it in 6:50 at 6:15. okay.